It's Alex here, My Country 101.7. It is All Red Dirt Nights, and I'm joined by a very special guest, Cody Canada of Cody Canada The Departed. How you doing, Cody?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. You guys playing a show tonight with, up with Jason Boland at Dirty's in Coffeyville. Looking forward to seeing that. We are pre-recording this. I'll let everybody know that I'm going to be at that show, and everybody else should be too. What time are you guys kicking off tonight?
You know, I think I've heard 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, get out there. Tickets, I'm sure, are still available. They'll pack them in there. You guys have been up there a couple times, haven't you?
Let's see. Yeah, the Departed's been here once, and I've actually been here a few times just to hang out. Brian Kinsey, he's one of my best friends in the world, but he's been our sound guy for 15 years, 14 years.
Yeah,
he lives over in Edna.
Yep. I'm familiar with his brother Wes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if we leave Texas and we head north, we usually leave a day early so we can stop in and go fishing with the Kinsey family, and every now and then stop into Dirty's and have a beer and a shot.
Well, right on. Well, we'll definitely be having some of those tonight. Cody Canada and Jason Boland acoustic tonight at Dirty's in Coffeyville. Get out there, guys. We'll be checking back in with Cody throughout the show tonight, and we'll get back to some music here at the Statesboro Review. All right. What's up, everybody? It's All Red Dirt Nights here on My Country 101.7, joined by Cody Canada of Cody Canada and The Departed. They've got a new single out, In Betweener. Kick-ass song, by the way, man. Really digging it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very rock and roll. You want to tell us how that song came about?
Well, you know, kind of the same way as everything happens. I'm a pretty peaceful guy. I try to avoid conflict as much as I can. And I just overheard a conversation with a fellow artist, and they were complaining. They were pissing and moaning about something, and I thought, how can you be so upset when you have so many people that come see you and so many people that buy your records and this and that? And it dawned on me that person was upset when things were really good, and when things were terrible, he was happy. And I thought, how can that be? And then I wrote the tune, and then I realized that I was that person once upon a time, so I really think I wrote about myself.
Oh. Right on, man. Well, very, very cool story behind a cool song. Let's go ahead and hear that new single from Cody Canada The Departed. Here's In Betweener. Cool stuff, man. New album coming out in January, right?
Yeah, January 13th.
Yeah.
I know that's probably not the best story in the world on that song, but that's really how it is.
Oh, hey, man. The true ones are always the best ones.
Yeah, after I lived with the song for about 2 years, I realized, man, I think that was me.
It's funny how songs come around like that, especially, they develop different meanings as time goes on, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. What's up? It's Alex at All Red Dirt Nights. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday evening out there. And if you are looking for something to do, get on over to Dirty's in Coffeyville, Kansas. Cody Canada and Jason Boland are there having an acoustic show. Such a treat over there. You guys do these shows together somewhat frequently, am I correct?
Yeah, we started last year. We did California. Which I really started 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, with Chris Knight. And then Jason and I realized that, we started doing this 20 years ago together before our bands did anything. I just started Ragweed, and he hadn't started the Stragglers yet. But, we got to thinking about it on that acoustic tour, that we really need to get back to how this started. So we test drove it out in California, and it went well. And then I switched over to his booking agency. I was with the same dude for 12 years, and decided to go with this guy named John Folk, and he booked Jason. And we decided we're going to do it as much as possible. So really, this is really the beginning of what's to come next year. We're going to do both sides of the story, and then we're going to do what they've been calling the full story, which is the band stuff. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of time to spend together next year.
Well, I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun and everything. You guys do totally different thing, kind of, the acoustic thing and the full band. What's the biggest difference to you? Is it kind of like taking a breather, or is it just something to mix it up?
With the full band stuff, there's always a certain, you kind of have to play some songs, know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
it's kind of
really
a dictated set list.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with our set list is it's really the same group of songs most nights. It's just rearranged. And with him and I doing this acoustic thing, we can break out songs that we barely know.
Right.
And we feed off each other, and I'll sing part of it, and he'll sing the other half that I don't remember.
That's really cool. Really, really organic kind of one shot things. That's really very, very cool. Get down and see Cody Canada and Jason Bolin. If you are not there, get there right now. Show's gonna kick off any minute now. We'll get back to some music right now. Well, we got some good weather up here, don't we?
It's beautiful, man. It's really just like down in Texas right now. We live in South Texas.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are used to really brutal hot summers. That's what we've been putting up with. But it took a change a couple of weeks ago. I love it.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm clinging on to hope that it lasts for a little while. It usually lasts for about 2 weeks up here.
Nice.
Alex here at All Red Dirt Nights. Hope you guys are having a good night out there. Joined once again by Cody Canada of Cody Canada and The Departed. You guys have got a new album coming out. The new single, of course, In Between, are out. It's due out in January, right? And the name of it is Hippie Love Punk.
Yeah, January 13th.
And what can we expect off this new album? Is it a lot of rock and roll, or what are we going to expect?
I did an interview here recently that talked about what the sound is, and the guy that interviewed me he really kind of opened my eyes to it. To everybody that dug the ragweed stuff, this sounds cocky, but that was me writing it, and that was me singing it, and Jeremy singing harmonies. And with the last two records, I was sharing it with Seth, so it was going to be different. And now this is all me and Jeremy again doing the singing. So really, it's, in my opinion, if you dug what we did years ago, this is really just right back to doing what we used to do.
Yep.
Really what we've always done. The Seth decade, the Seth years with Seth on the road, it brought a meteor, bluesier guitar thing to it. And now it's back to just, I don't know, whatever people call it, I guess it's the Oklahoma thing. It's the screaming and hollering, and then it's really hippie love punk. It's the songs about love and the don't back me in the corner songs and the take care of each other tunes. That's where the title came from, because it's what it feels like. But it's just back to the truth. Every song has a meaning behind it. Nothing's made up.
Right on, man. We're looking forward to it very, very much so. Once again, digging the new single In Between. We'll get to that one more time before we get out of here, and we'll check back in with Cody before we let him out. I want to thank you, man, for taking the time to hang out with us for a little while.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you.
All right, just one more, and we'll get you out of here. Just going to ask you what you've been listening to right now, and I'll have you pick a song, whatever you want to play, man. I got a deep library.
Do you have John Fulbright?
Which one?
What's the new one called with the scarecrow and the bluebird? God dang it. I don't want to sound like an idiot on the air.
Well, we got Google.
Yeah, it's off the new one. I just heard it a couple of days ago, and I went out and bought the record. And I never pay attention to titles.
We'll look it up here.
I can pick something else.
No worries, man. Songs. Is it called Songs?
Songs is the name of the record. I'll
Okay.
just talk about the record. You can pick whatever you want.
Okay, sounds good. It's Alex here at All Red Dirt Nights, joined by Cody Canada of Cody Canada Departed. We got to let you get on the road here and get your thing done, but real quick, what have you been listening to lately?
You know, it really comes back to the Okies. You know, I really love what all our folks from Oklahoma put out, you know, whether it's Turnpike, and I know those guys are the biggest band in the world right now. But John Fulbright, who's also an Okie, you know, I've known him for a few years, but this latest record song, it just floored me, man. I think there needs to be more acts like that. There needs to be more people singing about substance. There needs more people to sing about feelings. And, you know, I know that sounds hippie, but it just needs to, people need to hear somebody go through pain or somebody go through joy, you know?
Right. Hear some real feelings.
Yeah, you're not going to hear John Fulbright sing about songs to sell beer, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's a very, very much a good thing. All right, well, let's get to some John Fulbright right now. Cody Canada picked it. You heard it. Thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you tonight at the show. Looking forward to it.
Okay, man. Hey, be sure and come say howdy. I'd like to meet you.
Hey, sure, man. I'll see you this evening.
Okay, take care.
All right, bye-bye.